it's a balmy, what, 30 degrees outside?
Well, that's at the mirror. Oh, 31 now.
Oh, okay, it's 31 today. We got a tip, a hot tip on a diesel locomotive being abandoned up here in the north woods of Wisconsin. So we're gonna go check that out today, see if it actually exists, and film whatever else happens along the way. This is where we had some of those microbursts come through last summer and decimate the forest. As you can see, they are logging a lot of that off, but what's left, you can see that the trees are all tipped over. Some of the trees didn't actually tip over, they're bent, so it looks like they're just bending in the wind all the time, even though it's not windy out. Really kind of strange to see it. These are all trees that were cut down up here in the north woods. In case you didn't know, logging is a huge industry up here and has been since, I believe, the late 1800s, maybe even the early 1900s. And the reason I bring that up is it actually relates to the reason why the diesel locomotive has been abandoned here, I believe. I haven't been able to either confirm or dispute these facts. I follow another page on Facebook, and that's where I got the tip. And supposedly the story behind this train, the locomotive engine, diesel
locomotive
being abandoned, is that it was once used for the logging industry to haul the timber away, and then at one point it got bought and was left. It was going to be used possibly for passengers, transporting passengers on some kind of scenic tour of some sort, and because of its location and the condition of it, they weren't able to haul it away or drive it away. Do you drive a train? I don't know the technical term for that. If you know, leave it in the comment section below. But they weren't able to move the train out of there, and so it's been sitting now abandoned on
in half a mile, turn left onto County Highway G.
Old rail. I don't even think it's connected to the main line anymore. Wow, it's kind of mucky. Good thing we got the old four-wheel drive and not the Prius. End up getting stuck out here.
Your destination is on the right.
No, it's really on the left. What do you think, Marty?
Let's check that bad boy out.
Alright. After you unlock the door so we can get out. Whoa, that's a bit of a drop. There she is, folks. Looks like I should have maybe worn boots, but I'll see how well I do climbing up on the snowbank. Ah, I walk on top of snow. So frozen, packed down. No issues there. This thing's in rougher shape than I thought it would be. Here, let's turn the camera around. Okay, so much for walking on the snow and not falling through. Check this out. I sunk down to my knee. Apparently, it's not all frozen all the way through. Just an FYI. That's where I fell through. Alright, so I'm really pumped. Let's go check out this train, this diesel locomotive that's been abandoned for how long, I don't know. Not real clear on those details. As we walk up to it, you'll get a good look at it. Here, let me flip the camera around for you. So from what I understand, obviously this section of the railroad itself has been abandoned because it's, you know, snowed in. If they were using this line, there would be, obviously this wouldn't be all snowed in, but you can see the railroad ties are still in place right here. And it looks like the weather's been taking its toll on the paint job. It's starting to peel pretty good. It's painted green and gold. Kind of Packer colors, huh? It's part of the old Sioux line, from what I understand. Climb up here. I don't know anything about trains or diesel engines. Marty would know more about this than I would. So I can see if I can get him to talk a little bit about this on camera. And I get closer to him. How'd you get up there?
Come inside and I just walked up.
Oh, does this open?
I don't know if that one opens, but it should. Yeah, it should open.
Look at that.
Somebody stole the horns, imagine that.
Yep. Looks like somebody was shooting at the glass. Too bad.
Considering it's mostly intact for how long it's been here.
Yeah. Was this like a seat here?
Yeah,
It's kind of tight quarters, so you don't get a good look of the room. Danger, 600 volts. So is this the electrical box?
yep. Breakers to relays and breakers. That's some big stuff.
What does that warning say? Disconnect radio set from power terminals before using megger or breakdown tester.
Yep.
Yeah, 600 volts I think would end up killing you pretty easily. Down here we got a can. Somebody was having a beverage. Bring that with us. Don't want to leave nothing like that behind. There's Marty in his driver's seat there, getting ready to take this thing down down the rails. Can you tell he dreamed of being a conductor? What's the correct terminology?
Engineer.
Engineer. He's leaving now. He doesn't want to be on camera. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this here, so that the viewers know.
This is a brake. Braking piece. This is how you drive it. Or you pull it back, faster to go. Should be a handle for braking, air braking. Might be on these, I'm not sure.
What's that?
I'm not sure what that is. Something.
We got all kinds of dials over here.
Guess is as good as mine.
Well, it has continuous. Is that continuous power? Is that like the overdrive? I'm making stuff up now. If somebody knows, if somebody's a train engineer and knows all this stuff about this, leave it in the comment section below. Wondering what that does or what that is. And then over here, We've got more dials. Westinghouse Air Brake Company. Obviously, Westinghouse is the manufacturer of that. And then over here we've got what looks like the controls for the lights, the headlight, front dim, rear dim, gauge lights, cab lighting right here. Oh, that popped right out. Cool. And then up here looks like rear full. This might be something to do with throttle. I'm not sure. Kind of cool. Here I am in the driver's seat, getting ready to take off. Where's the, you know, wah, wah, wah. Okay. The horn. Where are the horns? The thing that you pull for the horns. Or is that not the case in this thing? Looks like some type of bird was nesting up here. I don't know what was in there, and I don't want to get up in there too close to look, but whatever was there is gone. So over here we've got some sort of controllers. I'm not sure what this one does other than it says control on it. This one here is for the generator field. This one here is for the fuel pump. This one, of course, is for starting the engine, getting it to start up. And then obviously being up here in the North Woods, they needed heat, so this one's for the cab heater. And then down here in this box, if you want to zoom in on that, there's some sort of like metal strainer down in there. Not really sure what that was used for. And then over here we've got some sort of valve to open, close. Not sure what this line is, if that's some kind of fuel or air.
Yeah, some type of air.
And then over here, it looks like almost like a type of radiator.
Might have been the heater.
This might have been the heater here. And then back in there, some more gauges. General Motors. That looks like for fuel or oil pressure. Some sort of pressure. I can't tell. The gauge is actually covering up the words. This is for the oil pressure here.
This is an old water cooler. If you look at it, the old compressor's still in here. There's a little setting for warmer or cold. The valve is missing, but that's where you filled up your glass right here, and the bottle itself sat right here. This is all metal, it's chilled. When the water sits in there, it gets chilled.
Cool. I guess they needed to drink water when they were driving down the rails.
Yeah, it holds about 24 ounces of water that stays cold.
Neat. I'm really surprised that none of this is locked off, because I can open this compartment up and see into the diesel engine. Check this out. It's like right in there. I'm surprised that is open, that people can like walk up to this and open this up and see right in here. Obviously, you don't want to be crawling in there because there's evidence that birds are hanging out in here, or lice, or something nasty. But yeah, look at that. It's kind of cool. In here you got where the air compressor, where they'd release all the air for the brakes. Look at that. It's too bad that this is sitting here and not being used somewhere. So I'm looking at this section here, and Marty was educating me on what this is. This is actually the back of the motor, and he said based on the number of compartments, it looks like it's a 12 valve engine. And if you go all the way to the
12 cylinder.
12 cylinder, see, he corrected me already, I had that wrong. 12 cylinder engine, and if you go all the way to what would be the back of the train, that's where the DC, is that where the electrical?
The generator and the motor by DC motor, because the locomotive doesn't run on the engine. The engine turns the generator produces power, and a DC motor is actually what drives this thing. So the generator's in the back.
See, it's a good thing Marty's along because he knows all this stuff, and I have no clue on how any of this works, and he does. So there you have it, folks. Oh, look at that. That's really cool to see that. And then what are these things here? Right here. Do you know?
No, I don't know. There's some type of something to do with the engine. Apparently when they take this cover off here, because there's handles on the inside, this cover will come off on the top. They can pull them out somehow and drop them down in the engine or something.
Right here's the generator.
Yep.
Danger 600 volts. That's producing a lot of electricity there. And then what's the thing on top of it? This section here.
Some type of drive for it. Some type of gear reduction or whatever for it. Something. I'll have to get a better look at it.
This looks like some sort of filter right here. Some sort of like air filter here, filtration system. As I'm walking around this thing, I didn't realize how close and compact together all the machinery, all the bits and pieces, the compressor, the diesel generator, all those things, how compact and close together it all is. And yet when you get up really close to it to see how massive it is besides, it just really makes you feel kind of small as you're walking around by it and checking things out. It's like, on the one hand, you can feel like, oh, everything's like close together, close quarters, and yet it's like massive at the same time. Just really weird. I don't know how to explain it other than to say that. And oh, by the way, there's no safety bar here, so you want to be extremely cautious because I'm thinking to fall down. That's at least 4 or 5 feet. I could end up breaking a limb if you fell wrong, just saying. It looks like we found the rope for the horn. It's supposed to go along the ceiling and hang down so that you can grab it and pull it and set off the horns, but unfortunately, somebody was messing around with it and pulled it down, so it's just hanging right here. Alright, I'm waiting for this bird to make its crazy noise because, of course, it would have been the perfect opportunity had I gotten it on camera for me to go, monkeys. But of course, it's not doing it, and now you're not going to get the joke because you're not going to hear it sound, because it does sound a lot like monkeys. when it's doing its thing. Anyways, we're getting ready to wrap up this exploration and head on over to another spot up here in the North Woods. I think we're gonna go explore some abandoned cabins, so be sure to watch for that video. That'll be coming out on a separate video. And of course, if you're still watching this video and you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. I have to say, I'm not very good about uploading at the same time every week on the same day at the same time, so hitting the bell notification is the best way for you to know when I've uploaded a video. And if you are so inclined, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs down, I guess, if you hated it. And leave a comment below, because YouTube looks at all those things and says, hey, there's interaction here. People must like the video, or people are watching the video. Of course, the other way you can help out is to actually watch the video all the way through, because the more watch time, the better it is. So those are the ways you can support the Sightseeing channel without having to do anything related to money. Those are free ways of helping your favorite sightseer out. And since I've blabbed on long enough, I might as well mention the fact that I do have a Patreon page. For those of you who are interested, check that out. I have to be honest, I don't offer a lot for you. It's more or less, if you want to help support the adventures here on the Sightseeing channel, you can. Otherwise, if you don't, like I said, there are free ways that you can help out, and that's mainly by watching and sharing and giving the likes and the comments. So with that, I think Marty and I are going to head out. We got this other, like I said, abandoned exploration we're going to go check out, because of course we got the dogs at home. We can't be gone for too long, because, you know, I don't want to be picking up any messes when I get home. So catch you on the next video. I'm SightseeingSally, and I'm out of here. Special thanks goes out to all our fellow sightseers here on Patreon and PayPal. Without you, these videos wouldn't be possible. Ooh.